is that how I grew my Instagram account from 0 to 100,000 for one of my business in e-commerce within 2 years without any ad spend. So they actually grow organically, but then how? And then this tip that I'm using, I think is evergreen, that you can actually apply the same concept for all of your social media. Okay, the concept I'm using, it's called swap review. All right, swap review, what does it mean? Actually, it's just based on a basic concept of reciprocity. All right, so what we did in my gang of friends, right, when we are all actually in the same e-commerce gang, right? We sell different products. Like I was selling like accessories and jewelries, right? I got another friend selling skincare product. The other friend also selling maybe perhaps like clothing brand. Okay, so what we did is that we all form a mini Instagram group, like in WhatsApp. It can be either a WhatsApp group or it can be a Facebook group. It's just like a gang where we have hundreds of brands. What we do is that in this 100 of brands, on the daily basis or weekly basis, we will kind of like cross promote each other. Right, how do you do that? So we actually form a team where perhaps this will be the time slot that everybody will cross promote each other, and then we will promote each other for like perhaps for 1 day or 1 week. It can be up to your choice. But the idea is that we are using this swap review so that we can help each other to promote each other product. So let's say I'm June, I'm selling accessories. You are perhaps Amy, and then you are selling clothing brand. So we can do like I will post your clothing brand, and then you will post my accessories. So it kind of, we are swapping each other followers, right? It's like cross-promoting. And then we have been doing it for like nearly a year basis. But then few of tips of, if let's say you want to do that, right? There are a few tips I want to share. Okay, the first tip is that you must find someone where their products is complementing each other. It's like maybe I promoting accessories. I find someone where they are selling dresses or clothing, right? And then it's very important that our demographic, our target niche must be very similar. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it must be similar. Meaning so that we are kind of like sharing, follow each other, all right? So that if let's say you're just simply targeting at it without thinking of what kind of niche that you guys have in common, right? It will be very dangerous, because when you simply post stuff in your feeds, it will actually damage the organic reach to whoever in people. Maybe your niche doesn't like whatever you're posting, right? Then it will damage all your organics. Does it make sense? So very important is that you find a brand that you guys share the same mission, share the similar kind of niche, then you cross promote each other. So this is the exact same method. Like, it's so simple, but then it's the exact same method that how we actually grew the Instagram from 0 to 100,000. It's like super awesome, because we kind of like create a WhatsApp group between 100 brands of us, right? And then we will actually shout out to each other, hey, who wants to cross promote each other for the entire day today? Right? Then you just need to prepare the image and then prepare the caption. But very important also, when you cross promote each other, last time we did not have a story, so we only promote each other in feeds. But then perhaps one of the things that you want to take care is that you want to take care how you structure the feeds, what kind of color theme that you want. You have to let the person who's actually collaborating with you know, so that they actually follow your theme. Then you have a really nice feed. But then when you're actually promoting, right, another tips that find someone who are compatible in your rank. Like last time when we were actually doing the cross promotion, like I starting from 0. So at first when I was like doing this, right, I started with finding followers who have 10k of follower or below, same as me. At least we are like same rank, and then you won't get extra, I wouldn't get extra, so we are on same rank. Because when you're on 10k, right, 10k of follower, it's very difficult for you to get someone who is like 40k of follower to cross promote with you, because they will feel like it's so unfair, right? So when you're at 10k, look for anyone who is the same rank with you and then below or below. When you're at 20k, look for anyone from 10k to 20k, right? When you're on 20k, don't look for someone who is at 100k. So this is one of the method. And then secondly, when you swap promote, right, swap review or cross promote, do not look for quantity. Quality is way more important, right? You can think of, hey June, if let's say this is working, why not I try to find like 5 people to swap review with me? Okay, this can be very dangerous to your feeds, because if let's say your fans keep seeing you posting stuff that is irrelevant to them, right, it will damage your organic reach in the future. So meaning that whichever you are posting in the future, they won't see it because they don't like it, they don't resonate it. All right, so these are basically the tips that you can apply in anywhere. It doesn't have to be just Instagram. It can be actually Facebook group, like meaning cross promote each other Facebook group, but then have to tell what are the benefits for people, for each other, what are benefits to the Facebook group member for each other. So I would still say values is still the most important in the relationship building. You can do that in Facebook group. You can also do it in Facebook comments. So what I mean by Facebook comments, this is actually what we have been doing all the while. Like we always like the concept of reciprocity. Concept of reciprocity, meaning you comment my post, I will comment your post, so that it will bring up our organic reach for our post. So it can be swap Facebook likes, it can be swap Facebook comments, or it can be literally anything. So this concept I'm teaching, it doesn't just have to apply Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, anything that is hit right now, you can do it. All right. So there are tips that I share is that you have to find someone who complements your brand, and then you share a similar kind of audience. This is super important. And the second one is that what is that? Live chatting. Okay, the second thing that I realized that people will do call interview together. Like for example, this week I will interview you. I'm June, you are Amy. So I will interview you in my Facebook group, so that because we complement each other, right? So maybe you kind of like, you can give some value, some trainings to the members of my group. So you'll do that, so that my members actually know about you, and then they will actually go to your Facebook group and follow you. And then next week, right, I will do an interview at your group. Then your follower will know about me. So this is how the cross interview will work. And that's the third thing is that you can form partnership in terms of branding. Like how I see brands form partnership is like, for example, I'm selling flowers, right? You are selling accessories, so they kind of form like a brand, like a team. Like, hey, this week we are going for the team where we want to sell like for Mother's Day, right? And then for the Mother's Day, if let's say you're only selling flowers, you're competing with your competitors who are selling flowers. So the only difference, it can be offer, it can be packaging, it can be price point. But what you can add in extra value to both of you and your partners is that you guys come up with product yourself, meaning combine like a bracelet, like because I'm selling accessory, combine a bracelet that's packaging so nicely, and then crafting the Happy Mother's Day. Okay, and then you co-brand with someone who actually selling the flowers, and then you combine together, you can sell really high, and then you promote to both of your followers, and then both of you have a win-win situation, including of your clients as well. Not only you increase the sale of each other store, secondly, you actually cross-promote each other brand. So it's very good for branding. That's the reason why that you have been seeing so many big brands, they will collaborate with each other. So that's the reasons. So most important, that the key takeaway for today is that if let's say this is something that you want to do to grow your Facebook group, right? What I suggest is that firstly, you can think of who is in the part of you that you always follow their brand, that you feel like you resonate so much of their brand, what they're doing, that you love, and then you think that you guys share a very similar group of customer. All right, the customer avatar, just go to reach out. All right, when you're reaching out, right, it's very simple. It can be via LinkedIn, it can be via a Facebook message. You have to tell the person what is in for them, right? What is the benefit they are getting? So the most important is that they are going to have a reach out of both of you guys followers. So pick a few groups or few people that you always follow that resonate with your brand. Secondly, reach out to them. And then thirdly, the first thing that is the easiest that is to do a cross promotion of your groups or your brand. Does it make sense? Okay, so I hope that you guys learned something new today, because this is exactly the hacks, exactly the simple growth hack that I did for like 2 years. It was like about, let me think, when was it? It's about 2015 to 2007 that I grew my Instagram from 0 to 100,000. That time we don't even have an Instagram ads yet, because Instagram is still standalone. It's not being bought by Facebook. All right, makes sense? Okay, so by the way, everyone, I'm reaching my 60 opt-ins soon. I still need about 5 people to opt into my funnels that I just launched. So actually, what I share in my funnel is that I gave free 25 minutes of training to teach you how to use storytelling methods in order to close deal faster. It's a 25 minutes of training. So if let's say you're interested in whatever I'm sharing, right, please feel free to go to my website. It's www.JuneLow.co. Okay, www.JuneLow.com, and then feel free to also join my group. It's called Amazing Story Group. I make sure your life will be amazing after joining, and then after joining my group, I make sure your business journey will be amazing after joining my group. And then what else? Okay, if let's say you have any problem, you have been watching my videos, thank you so much, and then please give me a hashtag replay, or give me some comments, or give me some likes, so that it actually motivates me to do more of the good stuff for you guys, right? And then more importantly is that if let's say you really like my video, what you can do is that you can reach out to me anytime via Facebook messaging, and please when you reach out, right, please let me know that what kind of problems that you're having, so that I know how I can actually help to solve it. So I also provide like free 15 minutes strategy free consultation call. Feel free to PM me to request for that. Okay, so that's it with the live for today. This week is gonna be a busy week, and then next week is gonna be a busy week for me, because I actually have 2 interviews upcoming. The first interview I have will be I will be in this Unicorn Digital Conference tomorrow, Pacific time Sunday, 8:30 to 9 p.m. It's my first ever conference that I'll be sharing my journey, how I actually kickstart my affiliate journey from zero. It's not hero. I wouldn't say from zero to hero. From zero to $900 in 1.5 month time. It's not big compared to a lot of big boys out there, but then I just want to tell everyone out there, I also lost 2 businesses at the same time when I launched this affiliate business and coaching business. So if let's say you set your mind to do it, you can do it. Because if let's say I can do it, you can do it as well. If let's say you want to know more about how I get started and then my journey, please feel free to go to the Unicorn Digital Conference. I will put up the link. You can scroll to my newsfeed to have the link. Alright? So I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye!